I believe I've been teaching for about 8 years or so. I wasn't sure in high school exactly what I wanted to do with my life and what I wanted to go to college for, but I found myself when I was in art classes, I would get kind of lost and forget about doing my own work, and I would be really interested in watching other students make their artwork, and I would get lost in kind of watching them make artistic decisions and just seeing where they were going next and what they were doing. So that kind of led me to the realm of art, because it was clear that that was an interest of mine, and that it was something, just seeing what other people did and their artistic decisions they made was interesting to me. And my mom was also a teacher. She taught 2nd grade, so it was something that was in my family, so it seemed like a safe decision. But that's how I sort of started to fall into it, and then once I got into it in college, it seemed to fit. Perfect, yeah. I mean, other than that, I would say my whole family, all the women on my mom's side, are very crafty and artistic. So it was always something I was immersed in, and it was something that was supported as I grew up. So if I wanted to do outside of school art classes, my mom was very supportive of that, and she, as long as I did my own research and figured out how much it cost and when it was, she would get me there to what I needed to do. And I think if I hadn't had that support, I might not have felt as comfortable going into it. But yeah, my whole family was, and my grandmother, when I'd visit, was always doing crafts with me constantly, and so it was always something from when I was little that it was around in my life, and it just was a very comfortable thing for me to go back to. So education typically starts with a 4-year bachelor's degree in some type of education. So for me, it was art education specifically, although a lot of people go to get a degree in art, so like a Bachelor of Fine Arts, and then also get their teaching certification, which is like another 2 years where they can do that simultaneously. I chose to just go for art education. And then I went to Penn State for that. And beyond that, for teaching, you also need to take certification exams. So they're called the praxis exams. So I think I had a few that are just basic, like history and probably math, just to make sure you're a capable adult of those skills. And then within your field, whether it be you know, biology, whatever it is you're teaching, then you take praxis exams on that too. So for art, there was an art content knowledge, and I believe like an art history section as well. So lots of studying for that, and basically before you can actually go into a school and teach and get your teaching certificate beyond your diploma from college, you need to pass those exams. It's fluctuated the last couple years, I think with COVID, but I have been involved in the Empty Bowls project, so it's something that we partner, like the ceramics department partners with Mrs. Marsh in the National Art Honor Society, in that I've had teachers come in and taught them how to throw on the pottery on the wheel, or introduce to the community or former students how to make different bowls and cups out of clay. And then all of those pieces that are generated through those endeavors are glazed and then sold for profit, in the sense that we don't keep the proceeds for that. We then donate that money to a local food bank or some sort of food related charity. And it's, yeah, called the Empty Bowls Project. It's something that's a big sort of concept that lots of schools do, or colleges do. I went to Penn State University, and I went to main campus all 4 years. When the time that I went, they had just eliminated the art education programs from any other branch campuses, so it's nice that I just got to go to main campus. I would recommend it. As far as, I'm not sure about the other fields. My husband went there for chemical engineering, and he loved it as well. And for art, I would say they have an excellent art program. There's an art museum on campus, and so whether it's students going for arts and BFAs, they have good programs there, and professors that are really knowledgeable of their field and are like working artists currently as well. And yeah, for art education, it was a really nice place. The campus itself as well, although it's huge and there's tens of thousands of students that go there, which seems really daunting and it seems like a really big place that you could get lost in, the nice thing about it is they separate different colleges. So that I was in the College of Art and Architecture, which is its own little section on campus. There's the College of Health and Sciences, there's the College of Business, and so on and so forth. So that way you kind of still take most of your main classes with a tight-knit group of people that you learn about and you know. So it doesn't feel like you're such a little fish in an ocean with like everyone. There's so many different people there. So you kind of can form your own little groups if anyone, you know, is worried about going to a big school. So that was nice.